Oh, you're doing a wheelie.
I think it's over the 3,000 pound capacity. What the f was that? All right, so we've been in the shop for a few weeks and there's wood and materials everywhere. I've got my old lumber rack laying around and we've got some old pallet racking. Sam and Jordan just want to build something from scratch, but I'm way too cheap to do that. So we got to make do with what we've got.
Where's that Jordan kid at? He's always messing around. What in the world are you doing, Jordan?
Get my skating in.
As you guys know, we have gotten the shop kind of set up, got some electrical running. It's still a huge work in progress, but one of the first things Jordan and I did was this lumber storage rack.
Not really storing much.
Yeah, it's kind of a disaster.
Got a lot of lumber.
As you guys can see, this isn't gonna work. So what do you think we should do here, Jordan, as far as making this?
Well, we have another one of these storage racks. It's right here, actually. And I was thinking, since we want to turn this into our pour room, it's got to move anyways. So I can take this and move it, put it right here, have the one landing here. We have extra cross members. Put it, span it over that, and I measured yesterday. It'll land like right inside. So then we'll have a shelf up there. Move that. Move this guy here. Move this guy. What's going on with it? But we'll move the lumber rack here. Have that other rack right here. And that's gonna be like, we'll have like deep storage up top, and then we're gonna stand slabs up inside it, like we kind of have in the old shop. We'll have to fabric cobble some like slab mechanism, holding mechanism. I think that's the gist, but the thing that really sucks is we gotta undo all this again, which took like a day. I probably should put boots on.
We also have a forklift now, so I think we can make quick work of this, but we should probably tell
John said
John.
he was gonna help. Got it?
Who invited Gordon Bombay? You want to drop gloves, son? What do you want?
We have an idea for lumber storage.
Yeah.
We're gonna move this guy down that way, and then we're gonna take the rack that's in front of the pour room, put it right here, and we have the extra 10-foot spans, so we'll make it across there. Just leave the top, put a top shelf on, and then use that rack for slabs standing up.
What the? Continue, please.
And we'll just push this guy down, so this will be a horizontal storage, how it is, but just down here. And then in its place, we'll have that other one of these, but it won't have the cross members, like down below.
Did you take any measurements?
Oh yeah, we measured it all out. It worked perfectly.
We've already figured out how to do this. The beds match up perfectly. Please say yes.
So, and then the only issue is we gotta get that thing.
What about all the short stuff?
Somewhere in the slab storage thing, we're gonna create some bins for the small stuff.
That's his job.
But I haven't got to like how that's gonna fit into it. But
Why are you rolling around on skates?
We got a nice warehouse. Yeah, why not?
Those are like the cleanest skates. You've never played a section.
I played
Zero
one
games.
season of Summer League. I was like,
Zero games.
Well, it is a
Like-
better use than just sitting there, so I'll give you that.
as long as you don't crash the forklift into it, I think we'll be okay. But we have
Let's get out the Ninja Turtles. Get
Yeah.
the shuffles. Shuffles. Bring her in here, Gordon. Santa Cowboy. Here comes Daddy.
We stacked it all.
Keep going down. Going down. Hey Sam, you remember that one time when we had a picker that doesn't have any power that we need to move and it weighs 7,000 pounds?
And we have nothing that can move it. This is gonna be terrible. It's like 1 billion pounds and it's dead.
It literally doesn't even turn on.
So I don't know how we're gonna get it out of the way, but it's also leaking something.
The thing is, the battery switch moves.
Like it might have juice.
The terminal for the battery moves.
Can we plug the back of that one side by side?
And how do you plan on driving that then?
We push it with that guy.
There's not even like a neutral.
This could be an issue. How heavy is this battery?
Oh, it's heavy.
Like impossible object? Oh, it's so crusty.
I think it's crusted to it.
Okay, never mind. Because I was gonna say, in theory, we could probably pull the battery out of the other one to move it.
I don't know.
That could be telling about why it doesn't work.
Well, this one's actually the latest serviced one. The other
That
one's
one's-
99.
It's December 9th, so we're rounding 21 years.
Let's see if we can get the forks under it and at least scooch it out. All right, let's move the shit next to it and give it a little humpy hump.
Oh, stop. Go back.
Hold on, how much, what is the capacity?
Oh, we're gonna break everything. Flip it over!
This thing weighs 7,000 pounds?
Yes. Yes, I do. If we drag it out, maybe we can pick it up with the boat. Oh, you're doing a wheelie.
I think it's over the 3,000 pound capacity.
What if I hang on the back? Doesn't do anything. Yeah, that's about what happened when I dragged the other one off though. I got under it like that and I just pushed it because the front wheels drive.
Here, let's try with this guy. I think I'll get under.
I
Or you're doing unkind things to the fork of it. I don't think that's it. Should I go get a tow strap?
It's 5,720 pounds, less battery.
Oh, so it's at least double what this thing can pick up. So we'll need 2 of these to tag team it. I mean, to Jordan's point, we could drive the other battery up to it, plug it in, and at least try to like
Turn it.
do something.
We're gonna try and take the battery plug on this one, plug it into this guy. Hopefully she's got the legs to get it to move a little, but oh God.
Gotcha.
Yeah!
This one's so much nicer. What's in front of me?
A bunch of shit, but we could move it and we might be able to like inchworm the thing forward. I didn't like that.
Actually, this one is better.
Just don't fork the door. Well, we're stupid. Jordan figured out it has a tow mode. That actually makes a lot of sense because if it dies somewhere other than where the charger is, it's 8,000 pounds, so I'm not sure how you'd move it. So I grabbed a tow strap. Jordan's gonna tow a Ninja Turtle, so let's hook this thing up. I think I can get it. I feel like Matt's off-road recovery. But it's a tow truck. All right, you're probably gonna need to come closer too. That's good. It's working. No, just go. Just remember, I don't have brakes. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Push it in tow mode?
Yeah. I guess that could have gone worse, right guys? Okay, so we got like most of the lumber off. Jordan's gonna pick it up. All right, I'm gonna jam the pallet jack under this side and he's gonna pick it up over there. And then we're gonna try to slide it. Good luck, have fun. All right? Yep.
What the fuck was that?
Sorry to go, I just dropped it. Safe.
I'd like to, go ahead. But in a fun way. The ceiling heaters were Oh, 4 black wires coming out of a piece of conduit.
Just look at it.
Right. All right, real quick, while the guys are building and I'm being a bum, I want to take a second to thank this week's sponsor, Omaze. Now, we worked with Omaze in the past. They're awesome. They give you an opportunity to win something incredible. And for this video, let me take a deep breath here. They're giving away a Can-Am Maverick X3 and a Chevy Tahoe Z71 to tow it. Ridiculous! This campaign is to help the Boys and Girls Club of America. They inspire and enable all young people, especially those who need it most to reach their full potential. The world-class club experience at around 4,700 locations assures success within reach of every young person who enters their doors. Just a really cool foundation. Love giving back to things that can support the children, because the children are our future. I was gonna say it. Awesome foundation. So your donation supports a great cause and gives you a chance to win a Can-Am X3 and a Tahoe, which is absurd. I got a link down in the description. It is omaze.com/John Malecki in order to get yourself an opportunity to win. All you gotta do is click that link, and I appreciate Omaze for supporting the channel and sponsoring this video. Now, I'm gonna let the guys get back to work instead of staying here watching me read this ad. You can get back to it, guys.
And so we've got the one shelf moved over here from, we used to live back there. In a later video, we want to make that an epoxy pour room. But now that we have the lumber rack where it goes, Jordan's got old Ninja Turtle out, and we're gonna start stacking the lumber back up because we buried the picker back there, so we can't use it to put the shelf up, and that's a problem. So yeah, you know, we're getting there. So the plan now that we've got all the lumber put away over there is to put the top shelf over the door right here. So we got the picker with the desk, and Jordan's over here being He-Man. Get it, son. And we'll go up. We should probably just take one at a time. Should we try this? Send her up. I think it'll send. I just don't know how we're gonna get. Oh, okay. We need like 2 of them. This is harder than it looks.
Got it. It's crooked. I got this. If you're able to get down and like.
Now, this is good. Now we can keep really long stuff up here. If we add a couple of rails on the back, we can then take slabs and lean them up vertically like that. And then on the end,
Have like a box, essentially, that they're like at an angle, that we could have all the wood kind of stacked in it. That isn't essentially too tall. That would give us access to it and not have to be this like full structure, because we could then support it right on the side. Maybe we just make it 3 bins. Maybe that's all it is like 2 sides with, and it doesn't have to be crazy, just 10 degrees slanted back. We don't care what species it is, just size-wise.
we put some more of these bars up. It was really hard to film because John left and Jordan and I are on our own. But we also ran to the store. We went to the Home Depot and bought a bunch of 2x4s. Originally, we had talked about using plywood so that we could kind of have like a solid sheet. Regardless of what size of material, it would still work. But plywood is still like expensive. It was cheaper to go with a bunch of 2x4s than it was to go with a bunch of plywood. So we're gonna frame out kind of like walls, and then the walls will get screwed into these things. So we have one up here, the one down here, and 2 up there. Catch the thing, and then it'll just kind of be like some dividers, and then we'll be able to kind of throw stuff up and separate it a little bit and make it easier to get to them.
We're up here. Sam's on the ladder. I'm on Top Gun, as it has been deemed by its predecessors. We're screwing in our slat. What would you call these?
I don't really know.
Woo! Ew. Ew. Get out of here. Well, the rack's done. Now I guess we just should try to put some slabs on it, so. Let's do it.
They'll get the job done, and then worst case, we just run something down and tie it into the floor if they start to bend. Pork rinds for life.
Is that where you went? You went on a snack run without us?
Well, you know how it is. You go with the intent of being an adult, and then you walk out of the snore and snacks speak to you. For once, you jack off had a good idea here. I think this is gonna be mint.
So we're gonna put some cubbies on the end here. There's a sheet of plywood there. I think we'll be able to rip into some shelves. We bought way too many 2x4s because neither of us can do math, and it ended up working out. So let's get to cutting.
Would you have done it differently, Dad?
Oh, of course I would, yeah. I mean, that's the intent. We're all different folks, right? I think that'll work though. If you put 3 sides on it, it should be pretty solid. If you do your sides like that and have them overlaid, then you can take another board and just trim it the whole way up on both of these, and that should work pretty well.
You're saying put a full sheet on the side.
Yeah.
Let's just cut 6 of those. I'm moving. We found these pegging boards. They're pretty damn close to fitting. And for what we're trying to do, this is gonna be perfect. We'll actually be able to put some screws in it without ruining this if we ever need it for the lever rack or something else. But also, it'll let some light in so you can actually see inside there. And then we're gonna make a top shelf and a bottom shelf out of these other 2 boards. So let's finish this thing.
Guess the last thing we gotta do, Sam, is go get the big man, so.
Let's go.
He's probably gonna hate it because he hates everything. He doesn't want to help, but then he hates how we do it.
Why is there a problem? What?
I don't know what that's from.
Kick it in, kick it in.
Do you have a minute?
No. What do you need?
What are you even doing here all day? It's so warm in
What do
here.
you want?
Are you a lizard?
What do you want?
We're done.
Done with the lumber rack.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the cleanest, most organized thing either one of you have ever done. It should work for the time being.
I'm just worried in the summer we might get bees in that. Looks like
Bees?
Looks like a beehive thing.
You're an idiot. All right, so these goofballs actually did a phenomenal job of making what I call lemonade, cheaply and affordably creating this awesome lumber solution. I wanna know how you guys would have did it though. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can see our next video and whatever ridiculousness we got planned next. And make sure you're subscribed as well. I got a full playlist here if you wanna see the previous videos we've made. And I also wanna send a quick shout out and thank you to Omaze for sponsoring this awesomeness. Catch you guys in the next one.